Hey there, YouTube, it's Justin the Junkie. How in the fuck are you guys doing today?
Knocking on heaven's door. Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. Hey, 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 hey.
So today, this video, I am gonna try to channel my inner Eric O and Keith. I watch their channels pretty regularly. Everybody knows who Eric O is. I mean, he's the second coming of a legend behind me, the Junkie. But anyway, I've been watching their channel a lot, and I had a problem come up, and I'm going to show you kind of how I solved it using process of elimination. Now, I already have the problem solved now. The reason I want to go back and kind of show you kind of what I did to fix it. I think that this is important. It shows that, you know, I'm not a fucking dummy-o like the rest of you think. But anyway, what I'm trying to explain here is that my business, I have to work these trucks. Okay, not all the time when I get into something, I have time to film it, if you will. So I thought this was a very important video on going back and kind of understanding my thought process and stuff like that, and also use some tricks and stuff that I've been learning Eric O and Keith's videos from New Level Auto and obviously South Main. You know what I'm saying? Keith is what you would call Yoda. You know what I'm saying? Like, that guy's a fucking genius. Keith, fucking you're a badass dude. Keep rocking on. I like watching Keith's stuff. I really think that if you watch Keith's stuff, I really think Rocco, his 11-year-old son, is the true brains behind the operation, but that's just fucking the Junkie saying it. And Eric O is a fucking badass. You know, when you say Eric O, everybody understands it. You know what I'm saying? So I want to kind of show you the thought process of what I did to fix this thing and what it ended up being. So we're going to kind of run over this real quick. I mean, I already fixed it, so I know, you know, what the fucking problem is, but I'll save that to last. It's just not all the time I can film doing this stuff with the business I run, because these trucks have to work. And the problem that we're having is we had all the other lights except headlights. And I'm going to kind of show you the symptoms here and what we got going on. Then I'll raise the hood. Well, I probably won't raise the hood. I'll just leave it open because I have to do some stuff under here. So let me get ready. I'll take you in the cab and I'll show you the problem that we were having and what it ended up being to fix it, and kind of my thought process I used to fix all this shit. So let's go check it out. And I didn't need a scanner. Can you believe it? I did electrical work without a scanner, guys. Now this is rudimentarily simple stuff, but you know what I'm saying? I didn't need a fucking scanner and all this wazoo shit, so we're not playing with a scanner, so don't get fucking super excited. Right now I have the lights turned on and the headlights are supposed to be on. What I'm showing you is that we have every light, okay, on the truck except headlights. We even have all the reverse lights, okay, so, or all the tail lights, and you can see that all this stuff is functioning, okay. Now we're in the truck, okay, and over here is the headlight switch right here. Now on these Sterling dump trucks, these headlights switches go bad from time to time. Also, there's a micro switch in here that controls the brights. And that's initially what I thought the problem was, but it was not it. So as you can see here, if I hold this down, the bright lights come on, and you can see out there that the bright lights stay on if you hold this, okay? As soon as you release it, the bright lights go off. You can see me click this thing. The light comes on in the cab. Okay, so we got that. So the first thing I thought was, let's do some swaptronics on this thing. So this thing goes into a module. It's really like a relay box. So I plugged another one in right here, nothing, still the same results. Then what I did is I came over here and I went over to the fuse panel. Okay, and I'll show you kind of what I did there in just 1 second. So I came over here to the fuse panel, and I got the old scope on the fucking rope, and I hooked this shit up here to the ground, and I checked the fuses, okay, and that's number 38, okay, and I can see, you can see here that we got power to the fuses here, you know, so we got power to the fuse, so I'm like, okay, it's not that. Then I went around and I tried to find a relay, and I'm like, well, fuck, where's the relay? You know, I don't know where that is. So we started clicking around, tested everything, found out there's no headlight relay over here in this fucking truck. It's in the thing that's actually broken. But I can tell you that now because, or I already fixed it. Just going back to kind of show you the thought process here. So I was like, all right, now what we need to do is we need to go out into the out in front of the truck and see. I thought maybe we had a ground problem or the power wire was fucked up to the actual headlights, like the low beam style. I thought, oh fuck, you know, there's a ground, you know, this truck's been beat the fucking back, you know, we got a ground. Let's go out here and figure out how to, you know, find out if we got that. So we'll go out there, I'll show you what I did out there, you know, and check that problem out. So I came out here to the truck. This is where the headlight plugs in to the thing, and I already got this disconnected, but you can see that the wires come in, they go into the headlights, and they run across the hood. So there's not like a dual headlight system on here. Now what I did here, all right, is we're gonna test this. So I'm gonna go hook it up. What I did here is I got the old scope on the rope, okay? And these two over here are ground, okay? This is the ground. Then what I did here is I checked all these. I got no power to these. But so then let's go check. You know, I started checking around. I'm like, oh fuck. All right. If you turn the turn signals on, okay, we got power there. We don't have power there. You know, so this is obviously our turn signal. Okay, I know that this one is the bright lights. And this one over here is the other one. Now I have this thing hooked up to the positive side of the fucking alternator here, so I could get power. We can't hold it and get the headlights. I don't know what happened. I cut the zip tie off, but I could easily show you that the headlights worked here, and we did not have a ground issue. You know, where we got good grounds and all that stuff, not the grounds were not fucked up. So, okay. Then I thought, there's got to be a fucking headlight module on this fucking thing somewhere. On this headlight module, Sterling dump trucks have multitude of electronical problems, okay? And so I called them. We finally figured out where the headlight module was. So we could hear the relay clicking in this box right here, okay? I have the old box hooked up just to run through the diode problem. So this is the headlight module. We will take this apart in a minute and show you what the problem is. Okay, now how I figured this out is, well, I did the steps that we were doing. It took a lot longer, like an hour and a half, and I was getting worried that we were going to have to work that night. So I called the place that I get Sterling parts here. It's called Clark Power Services. I called them up and I said, hey man, you guys got a headlight module box for this truck? He goes, yeah, you need the turn signal switch. I'm like, no, the thing that the turn signal switch plugs into. He goes, oh yeah, dude, I got 12 of them. I said, you got 12 of them? And this place don't stock parts for fucking shit. Okay? Not a goddamn bit of fucking parts. So I'm like, oh shit, this has got to be it. So I went and picked up the thing, and I'll get this plugged back in, and I'll show you exactly kind of what happened to it and why it broke. It let the smoke out. You know what I'm saying? But I figured all this stuff out without some big fancy scan tool. It is very rudimentary. I'm not saying that in the future I wouldn't need one. You know, if I bought a 2018 truck, I'm going to have to get a scan tool. I'm going to have to fight it as long as I can, but I'm going to have to get one. But I'm just saying I've learned a lot of stuff from watching Keith and Eric O, how you can diode a lot of problems with the old scope on the rope, as Eric O calls it. And that's really what it is. It helped me work through this issue to determine that this modular was fucked up, and I'll show you kind of what the issues is and all that stuff. So after we hooked the new modular up, this is how I knew this was the problem right away. Like, watch this. Now we can turn this on, and our headlight switch stays on without having to hold it, okay? So that was the whole problem. Kind of where the modular is, it's right here. If you have a dump truck, Sterling dump truck, just know that these go bad from time to time. And it may not be the headlights that always blow out. It could be the turn signals or something else, you know what I'm saying? But these modules go bad from time to time. This is where all the relay system and stuff is. And I will take this fucker apart here and show you, you know, what let the smoke out. So here's what the inside of the module looks like. Like, look at this motherfucker. Look at all these fucking, oh, goddamn. So this, the one that I got is like a Truck-A-Lite brand. You can see that has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 relays on this side. Okay, and where it let the smoke out here is right here. You can see that these two are burned up a little bit, and it disconnected the wire there. Now, if this was a special order part, I would have tried to take this apart and redo it, or just solder a jumper in there real quick to make sure that the truck could work that night. But once they said, oh fuck, we got 12 of those, I was like, oh shit, that's the fucking goddamn problem, you know. But anyway, that's that piece of shit. That thing is junk. But that's what we did, or that's what I did to fix the truck. I say we because I called Jim a couple times during it because I got a little frustrated. I couldn't figure out what it was. And he asked me, you know, he goes, man, it might be this light module, you know. So I started checking around there, and he, you know, we talked about it. I told him I did, you know, the fucking alternator shit and tested the headlight switch. I said I couldn't find anything fucked up. He said it was this. I called, and yep, they had it in stock. So anyway, that's, you know, how I fixed that fucking hunk of shit. And that's how we got that fixed. But, and we got another extensive repair up on this thing. I think the cooling temperature sending unit went out on that truck too, because the fan just stays on 24 hours a day. And no matter what you do, as soon as you turn the key on, it says it's 190 degrees. So I will shoot that video tomorrow. That'll be Saturday afternoon. That's going to be a motherfucker. This thing is completely buried behind a whole bunch of other shit that I got to take out just to get to it. So that's another extensive repair coming up. You know, but fucking we're making it. If you follow my channel, you saw me posting pictures of the fucking, my driver drove out with the bed up and tore the lines off the shop. Yeah, the power lines. So we had no power for about 36 hours, but we got that fixed today. Just another thing, like, why I came back and revisited this video is I wanted you guys to understand that my business comes first. These trucks have to make money first. The YouTube is the second thing that I'm working on, that I do spend a lot of time on, and I do want to shoot videos for you. Sometimes it's not always going to be in, if I don't have time to, you know, because shooting and adding video, or shooting videos adds hours to the project. Hours, because you got to think about the shot and all this shit. There's a lot that goes into it. It's not like you just point and fucking shoot. You can do that, but they're not going to be very good. Nobody will want to watch that. So it takes some time to do all this stuff. I just wanted to revisit this because it was something that I learned from watching other YouTube channels. And you guys could learn a lot out there from watching other people's channels and kind of what they talk about and kind of their thought process of how they go about fixing things. You can learn a lot of stuff. But anyway, you know, like me, I'm more of a nuts and bolts guy. I like heavy engines, clutches, transmissions. Fucking, I really like engines. That's what I like to fuck with. This other shit, electronics and all that stuff, I'm not real, it's not fun to fix for me. Yes, you get the same reward that you get it fixed and it works, whip-de fucking do, but I'm not a fucking, you know, it doesn't excite me. Like, it doesn't, I don't wake up and was like, fuck yeah, let's fuck with some electrical shit. That's not my thing. You know, like if you wanted to fucking build a high performance diesel engine, I love that. That's what I like. So I'm more of a nuts and bolts dude. But anyway, I mean, it's just different types. Everybody likes a different thing. But anyway, I'll probably do another video on the fucking we got power back and shit. But anyway, like always, guys, visit my Patreon account. That's growing every day. Thank you for everybody that's a Patreon. Thank you. Love every one of you guys. I want to get that up to as many people as we can. Maybe like, fuck, man, if we could get 200 people on the Patreon account, that'd be fucking awesome. You know, you guys get the tool raffle stuff over $10 a month, which is awesome. This month, we will be buying that stuff tomorrow and getting ready to shoot that video sometime next week and all that stuff. So October's tool month raffle will be a lot better than this one. Let's see. Visit the Snap-on Junkie on Instagram, Facebook, all that bullshit, you know, all that shit, fucking social media, wazoo shit. But like always, guys, thanks for watching, and I gotta fucking go.